Chapter 29, Massacre of Kings. Zombie Gojo and 17-Finger Sukuna begin the third round of their battle at 2:22 a.m. Sukuna leans back, thinking about how he hasn't regained his ritual technique, yet the two jump to start the fight. The two weren't lunging at each other. No, Gojo is actually chasing Sukuna. Sukuna says this to himself: "My body trembles like never before. I'm close, very close." He then says this to Gojo: "Brat, do you even know what a black flash is? Do you have any idea how impossible it is to do what you did?" A text box is shown. Satoru Gojo's body has recorded a total of 4 black flashes throughout his fight in Shibuya. Sukuna calls Gojo a fraud and then hits him with a black flash. We get a close-up of the two sorcerers before switching perspectives. Now we see Yuki and Todo, who are battling Maharaga. The two are clearly struggling. Out of nowhere, Yuki notices something off before he jumps back to Gojo and Sukuna. Sukuna is seen sliding across the ground while he has an internal monologue. "Now that I can read several of his moves, I've started to get a handle on him. The virus can't use Satoru Gojo's genius status. With me, it shouldn't be the exception. If I had even a minimal amount of information, I would have already finished this battle with my first domain expansion." The next 2 pages have Sukuna drive his fist into the concrete and throw debris directly towards Gojo's face, who just blocks it. Sukuna then takes the opportunity to go land a kick onto Gojo's neck, as Gojo was already off guard from the previous attack. The ground underneath them starts falling apart. Sukuna is on the high ground, and Gojo is just below him. Sukuna taunts Gojo, and we can see him say, "I'll put you in your place, sovereign bastard." The two jump through the debris to get to each other. Another text box appears. In high-level battles, details and movements take top priority. A single lapse in your actions can decide entire moments of the fight, and it's something he doesn't plan to waste. The Black Sparks have chosen him again. His third Black Flash makes his presence known in Shibuya. Gojo is now sent flying, and Sukuna positions himself on his chest. It's brought up how RCT not only damages the curses, but it also damages those affected by the virus. Sukuna recalls Yuji using RCT on Gojo and how it hurt him, so Sukuna decides to try the same thing. They both crash into a building, and then they are seen on a security camera. While Gojo is writhing in pain, Sukuna berates him. "Your nature is astonishing. Not even the sorcerers or curses from 1,000 years ago would have tried it, let alone at such a young age. You are a form of life destined to be superior, a young sovereign in the making. So young that you don't even know who you are. You were just lucky to infect someone decent. But there's something you need to be very clear about. You also had the bad luck of crossing paths with me in this era." There's a little note in the corner of the page. As the saying goes, the devil knows more about being old than from being the devil. The king imposes himself on the emerging sovereign. Now we are led to chapter 30, Disasters to Come. Sukuna is still talking down at Gojo, but he is also analyzing the fact that the right side of Gojo's face is starting to recover. He delivers his last words to Gojo, while also thinking about how intriguing of a specimen Gojo is. Later, he references Yuta. In the next panel, Sukuna jumps out of the building, and Gojo chases after him. Gojo then grabs him by the hood. He throws Sukuna directly at a building, but before impact, Sukuna manages to get out of the way. Gojo crashes into the same building, and we begin to take a look from inside. The room is filled with citizens, with one of them recognizing him from the subway. Sukuna analyzes the situation. It seems to have stopped. He prepared to attack me, but he is managing to reason with the situation. He only treats me like a simple hoodie dude. For a second, I thought he would crash into me, as he did with Okatsu. Using debris is useless in this situation. All the more if he doesn't have that amplifying technique Blue. My verdict is obvious. The first one to recover his curse technique will be the winner. I could copy his method, but Sukuna's monologue is interrupted by Gojo landing behind him. We also learn that the virus is evolving to improve the resistance of its hosts. Sukuna strikes Gojo with a black flash. The text boxes inform us that a total of 4 black flashes have been hit, which is almost impossible. Towards the end of this page, we see more black sparks. The two launch their black flashes at each other at the same time, but they both miss. Sukuna reevaluates the whole situation, while Gojo prepares to land another kick. He throws this kick at Sukuna, who manages to block it. We also get some more narration from the text boxes. When talking about a reincarnated sorcerer, among their abilities is the capacity to imitate their hosts. And if we add an unnatural use of memories, There are great possibilities of achieving the desired deception. The force of the kick causes the ground to break apart, and then the text boxes declare that there are 6 seconds left for Sukuna to recover his curse technique. The timer goes down as the two keep fighting. After it reaches 1, Sukuna recovers his ritual and releases a series of dismantling attacks. Gojo is now covered in cuts. While Sukuna lands on a billboard, "Domain expansion," Sukuna says. Big text appears saying malevolent